Okay, this is justice.tcg. Today we're running another variant to the Uta deck. This is Animal Uta. Running animal package with Dr. Chopper, Candy Chopper, shut up and come with us. Um, so we can quick rundown of the whole deck and then we can get into the three games. All those games were back to back, but I randomly decided to start recording right after the start of the first game. So this card I might cut. This is OP06 Monkey D. Luffy. Look at the top three cards of your deck, reveal up to one film type card from your hand, then place the rest of your bottom of your deck. That's just a sorcerer because one kid the original one cost 2K Searcher Buenafista got pushed out in the rotation. Um then we have three cost 4K Cotton Candy Chopper. Down X2 when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 power down the turn. This is good for KO, trying to KO our larger bodies. I also might cut this card or reduce it down to 2. This is OP07 Baccarat. You may trash one card for your hand, give up to one of your leader characters plus 2K power during this battle. Then we have one of the cores of the deck. We have your turn on play on when attacking. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and from among them, play up to one animal type character with a power of 4K or less, rested. Then place the rest of the cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then we have the new 2K counter Ein, along with the new EBO 3 Uta. 5K, 7K power. If your leader is Uta, draw 2 cards. We're mainly using that for the draw power. But in key moments, you might be able to cheat out this Ein. Draw 2 cards, then play up to one. Let me read it again. If your leader is Uta, draw 2 cards, then play up to one character card with 6,000 power or less and no base effect from your hand, so we can play out this Uta. Then we have this with a blocker that doubles as a 2K. It's a nice mid-game option is this Zoro. On play up to one of your leader gains plus 2K power until the end of your opponent's next turn. Activate main once per turn. If your opponent has a character with 8,000 power or more, this character gains character rush during this turn. We tend to go for board control with this deck. So this card really goes good with the deck. And then we have KO Shanks, simple card, 10 cost, 12K. K up to one of your opponent's characters with 10K power or less. And we have one of my favorite tech options in this deck being this Foxy Chopper. On is a blocker, 2Ks, 2 cost, 0 power. Blocker on play. If your board has down less than equal to your opponent's, add up to 1 down card for your down deck rested. A nice combo is with the shut up and come with us. If you play the shut up and come with us on your opponent's, if you go second and your opponent goes first. If you activate this and cheat out this chopper, you get to activate its ability, and it's a free ramp. And then we have the sauce of the deck being the Fuza and the Holy. These 2 cards add something diabolical to the deck. These cards are actually too good in my opinion. One is unblockable. The Fuza is unblockable, except to one, and both of them can be brought out using the Dr. Chopper and the Shut Up and Come With Us. Fuza reads all of your Shura characters and this character gain unblockable. Opponent's turn, set the base power of all your Shura characters and this character to 6K. Holy reads all of your home characters and this character gain double attack. Opponent's turn, set the base power of all your home and character all your own characters and this character to 6K. These can be again these can be brought out with Shut Up and Come With Us. These make it so they have to respond to your board. It leaves you free during the beginning parts of the game. And then you can start spamming out Utas and Zoros if they play any big bodies to try regain control, you got KO Shanks. Some things I would change about this deck looking as I make this. This is a quick make. I would swap this Luffy out for the searcher, the film searcher Uta that searches for Red Hair Pirates. And I would go into more top end. I would switch out maybe 2 Baccarats for more top end. Because Shanks and Zoro, they might not cut it in the late game, and Zoro is unsearchable at this moment. I haven't figured out a nice way to get Zoro to be searchable. The Straw Hat searcher for red is out in rotation, just like the Bonafista. So that would have been perfect. That Nami would have been perfect. Would have been able to search for the Zoro, not this Chopper. This Chopper won't be searchable because he's a Foxy Pirate, not a Straw Hat. But the Zoro, the Luffy, the Chopper, this Chopper, all this Shut Up and Come With Us, all will be searchable. Okay, well that's it for the deck. Yeah, that's it for the deck build. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright, first up we were up against the Blue Yellow Nami. Wasn't a bad game. I started kind of late, made a couple mistakes because this was the first game I played when I was testing this deck. I decided to just hit record randomly after the start. Only thing happened so far off screen would be that I think I played Shut Up and Come With Us and got the Holy out. And then it was her turn. And you can see her using her leader ability to get out of the 5k. Hit play. Spicy playing out the Chopper to get out the Fuza. Return. Plays out the Wiper, goes into the Fuza. I don't feel like losing the Fuza now, so yeah, 2k counter out. And I've been countering aggressively with this deck. I think that might have been a mistake in some of the games. We'll see though. Playing out the Uta, not chilling out the body because I have the Chopper on field. In my opinion, they should have taken this attack and gotten the Fuza off the field. But they went for the Chopper. I disagree with that play. We don't need to ramp. Sanji ability, plays up the Sanji, no big deal. I love that those the Fuza and the Holy with a 6k on the enemy turn. You can have that. That was a waste of attack. I wouldn't have attacked into that body. Take that attack good. 9 down. This is definitely a Zoro play. So right here, I think I messed up. What I was supposed to do was attack into Sanji for 7k and reduce the Wiper by 2k, which would have allowed me to go into the Wiper separately with the Fuza or the Holy and still go 7k into the leader. Yeah, so this was a mix-up by me. Yes, I definitely could have gotten rid of both bodies this turn or got rid of more cards in hand. Left one open for the Shop and Come With Us. They've never seen my deck this deck before, so they definitely played it wrong. I definitely would have gone into base. 7 2 Utas to the bottom deck and 2 Utas doesn't feel good at all. He can't attack. I'm a 7k leader right now. Yeah, definitely should have gotten rid of that wiper last turn. He was supposed to be in a way worse position this turn. In my opinion, he played too aggressively with the the grab blade. I would have gone lowering life maybe to 1 life, and and then try to attack into the Fuza and the holding. Another Zoro, 7k into wiper. No leader ability. See what he does. Lets it go. 7k into lead he takes. 9k into lead. I was expecting him to block this. I was expecting him to block the attack. Wasn't planning to swing in with Holy this turn. Down to 0. Which is insane. I think 7 cards in hand. That's 2 cards to counter. I wouldn't have gone to 0. Yeah, it's a waste of an attack in my opinion. He's in a terrible position this turn. I think I messed up my ordering this turn. Bottom decking those 2 Zoros feels bad. And he scoops. Yeah, don't think he would have won. He definitely could have survived a couple more turns. But on to the next game. Okay, so this game will be against what's her name? Perona. This might seem like a layup, but how Perona decks are typically built are supposed to counter this low to the ground wide build that I'm using for Uta. So this is actually supposed to be a good game. Justin, I used the combo I talked about. Use the shut up and come with us to cheat out the Foxy Chopper and gain the Dawn. Now on my next turn, I have the perfect curve to get out my Uta and draw 2 cards. If I had the iron in hand, I definitely would have cheated out. Should have been perfect here. 5k into lead. Counter the Baccarat. Only thing I've used the Baccarat and the Luffy for all these games I played was just counter, so definitely think about cutting them. Six game to lead. Use the leader ability so I could have my 10k chance online next turn. You gotta be careful with your curve with this deck. Six k into Candy Chopper. Let her have it. 7 down. 1 block. Okay. I think I let her have that too. Problem. This is a turn that changed up the game. They have 4 cards in hand. We have 4 cards in hand. We give up 1. Bring the Perona down to 4k. Need a 2k to get out of this attack. Attacking with Chopper. The option for Fuza or Holy. You bring out Fuza, counter with Hogback. And we use the KO Shanks to get rid of the Gecko. At this point in time, they're on the back foot, they're backpedaling. With only 2 cards in hand, I do think they made the wrong play. I personally would have gone for board. The Cerberus, they haven't used it. They had the Cerberus online most of the game, and they haven't used it to block. They could have gotten out of some of these attacks. They played a bit more cautiously. That's an amazing top deck. Too bad I can't use his ability to go into the board. Decide just to go into face. They have to answer me. If they took that attack, I would just go in with Fuza, unblockable. They would have to give me cards out of hand to get out. Game. Some blockable, they have to give me 2 cards out of hand to get out. Okay, well, no. I just forgot. I was gonna say he could have blocked with Perona, but it's unblockable. We're in a good spot. They should be going for board. 8 into the Fuza, no problem. You got that. 11 into the Uta, no problem. You got that. I went after the Gecko to calm some of the aggression because I don't need that big body swinging into my board next turn. Came to lead. They take. These are questionable takes. So I played the Fuza and the Chopper. He can rest the Fuza. He can rest the Fuza. Ooh. I thought he would rest the Fuza and swing in so I could defend with the Chopper, but he played the Zora to KO it. 1k counter. Easiest counter in my life. Next, just 3 attacks per game. We need at minimum 3 8Ks per game. So I'm already here contemplating how I'm gonna swing in with the Chopper. 9k to lead. Gives me the Sword Brush. 12k into lead. Gives me the Perona. 7k into lead. No lead ability. And just put him in a position where he can't win me with the early GG. GG's to the Perona. Next game. This was an interesting game. This black yellow Gecko, his deck was kind of all over the place. I think he made a couple bad plays, but I also did too. And this is me keeping this greedy hand to hold on to 2 Zoros. Negative Hollow is a crazy tech. I don't think he belongs in the deck though. The holy out. This is actually 2 XP, so they're actually taking forever to play. Another negative hollow. He has no cards in hand. He just used leader ability to give himself an extra life. I think that was too early to do that, in my opinion. I wish that Luffy searched for Straw Hats too. 2 cards in hand. 7k into lead guarantees the double attack goes through. Kind of got lucky this game too because he didn't get much Pironas in trash until late, and he used the Gecko. Would have kept that in my hand personally. Dock the Chopper into Absalom for 5k, takes 5k into leader, takes. $3k counter in hand, 2 6ks and a 5k on board. He plays Porona, stops the double attack. Wrong right now, I think he made a couple play mistakes. I would have gone out of my way to check the board, so I probably would, if I don't have another Perona in trash, I would have definitely KO'd that Perona with the leader ability and to stop the Chopper also. Yeah, there's no reason to go 5s when you could go 6s and get rid of these bodies. Yeah, this right here is a play mistake for him, definitely. 3 cards in hand. If he KO'd the Perona and went into something else, I wouldn't have been able to defend my board. Then to go 7k into the 5k, yeah, it made no sense. Right. 5k into lead. 2 cards in hand. We don't care about board. A 2k, nice. Lock that Chopper into cotton candy Chopper. Now we just think about swinging with everything, getting them down real low. Negative hollow is a crazy tech. Keeping them on the main reason I kept them on the even card is because of that boar. I'm terrified of that boar. That boar to me is the crux of this deck, even though it's not a thriller bar. The 8-cost Moria isn't bad, but that bow is ridiculous. One to life. Why? These are bad plays in my opinion. My board was supposed to be cleared. and he scooped. I think he still had a chance. Let's go back some. Let's see the play state when he scooped. To the play state when he scooped. He had no counter in hand. I had 2 attacks going in. What could have happened? I'm definitely playing a Baccarat out just to have an extra body on board. I would have swung in with both my leader and the holy. What he could have done, swinging in with holy first, what he could have done was he could have brought out the Sindri blocker. But then again, he probably still loses. I think these come out rested. Yeah, I think these come out rested. So yeah, actually, no, I think he still loses. Anyways, GG. Whoever is watching, thanks for watching. It's the second video I made. I'm gonna be making another video with a modified version of this deck. I'm making another video with a modified version of this deck, with those changes I spoke about before, getting rid of some of those Baccarats and those Luffys. I only use them as counter, mainly. I would have loved to find something else. I think I need another Russia, so maybe the 10k Hockey Shanks. Like that's why I call him Hockey Shanks. I'm not too fond of the Shanks that can be reduced in cost depending on how what your opponent has on board. I'm not too fond of that card, and I already have Zoro for if I need to become a 7k for defense. So I'm not too fond of that card. So I definitely think I'm gonna switch out the Luffy for the Film Sorcher. For the Film Sorcher, Uta, that allows me to search the Redhead Pirates. And switch out the Baccarat for a couple copies of the Hockey Shanks. Can't think of any other changes I would make apart from that. This deck is really good. I like it into the meta. The games I played, everyone made mistakes, including me. I definitely could have optimized a lot more on my turns, but either way, hope you enjoy the game. I'm out.